It has been 5 days now since 2 Nassau County boys were killed in a crash and 5 other children were injured. One child remains in the hospital. The Highway Patrol is awaiting toxicology results from the state crime lab on the driver of the SUV, 33-year-old Tanya Kapalia Eason, the mother of the 2 boys who died and a little girl who was injured. Channel 4's Elizabeth Campbell is joining us live from the scene of the crash in Fernandina Beach with more on what's next in the investigation and what a local attorney is saying about the possible charges this woman could face. Elizabeth?
Well, Tom, there is still so much at the scene that could be used in this investigation by the Florida Highway Patrol. If you walk over this way, you can see the power pole that the SUV ran into. You can still see some of those tire tracks, and they lead over this direction, which is where the SUV came. And now where you see this memorial, teddy bears, balloons, flowers, that is where the SUV ended up. So all of this playing a part in the investigation. And I spoke with a local attorney who is not affiliated with this case about whether or not she thinks the driver could face charges.
There are penalties where she could be exposed to as a second-degree felony or a first-degree felony, possibly 15 years or up to 30 years in prison. But there's more recent legislation that's going to require a 4-year minimum mandatory. So that would require at least a minimum of 4 years in prison that the mother would have to serve if she's convicted of DUI manslaughter.
Sergeant Dylan Bryan with the Florida Highway Patrol tells me if 33-year-old Tanya Kapalia Eason were to face charges, they would be warranted by FHP at the end of the investigation. He says the toxicology tests being done by FDLE could take weeks or even months. Sergeant Bryan says investigators believe Kapalia Eason was at a Halloween party for kids the night of the crash, and FHP is looking into that as part of the investigation. I asked attorney Rhonda Peoples-Waters, who is not affiliated with this case, if anyone at the Halloween party could be held accountable.
It's very unlikely that the party's host would be facing any criminal charges. It appears as though, from all accounts, they were telling the mother to not drive, and it certainly would have maybe been morally responsible for them to maybe call the police, but there's no criminal action that appears to be apparent.
As for that SUV, the Ford Expedition that had its final resting spot right in this area where you're looking, FHP tells me that it currently is being used as a piece of evidence in the investigation. It's at their impoundment lot at a secure location. They say when the investigation is done, that it will be released back to either the insurance company or the owner. As soon as we learn any new information, including the results of the toxicology tests, we will, of course, pass it along to you on air and on News4Jax.com. Reporting live from Nassau County, Elizabeth Campbell, Channel 4, the local station.